So, to kind of get you all ready for the practical for tomorrow, just to kind of give you a last minute review if you need it, we're going to go through some pictures and kind of give you some sample questions you guys might see, and some highlights, some big things or some look fors as you guys prep. So, also remember the organelles, I'm going to give you a word bank on the side of your paper. So, you'll have questions on one side, word bank on the other. So, if you need a don't know how to spell the organelle or just to refresh your memory, you'll have those. Now when it comes to function or what type of cell they belong to, that's going to be up to you and your memory, as we've done a lot of practice the last couple days on these. So what it's going to look like is you might see a picture like this. We're going to zoom in, get rid of that. And it might be something like this. And instead of this being Golgi apparatus, it might say A. And your question would be, identify structure A. And you would write on your paper, Golgi apparatus. And then it might ask you what the function of organelle A is. And you would have to write the function out. Whether it be through transporting vesicles or anything to that nature, or transportation through vesicles, whether it be lipids, steroids, proteins, anything like that. Remember with the Golgi apparatus, we're looking for the spaghetti-like structures that are breaking off to form vesicles. So anytime we see vesicles like here, or here where it broke off right there, one broke off right there, those would be the Golgi apparatus. And then, of course, the lysosomes here and here, again, would be covered up. Dad? Sorry, guys, that was my 6-year-old. So, like lysosomes, again, would be breaking down material. As you see here, these would be enzymes in here. Lysosomes are also used in digestion as well. This would be a skeletal muscle. So if I ask you what this would identify this, you would just say muscle cell. What's its function is to help organisms move.
You help move that.
So in this picture, you would have your rough ER, smooth ER, ribosomes found right here and right here. And then this would be the nucleus. Being able to identify structure and function of those as well will be very beneficial. This would be our neuron. Remember, neuron is or nervous cell is involved in electrical communication. Here again, the Golgi, both here and here, as we see vesicles as well through the Golgi. We're not going to worry about that picture, not worry about that picture. These are red blood cells. So red blood cells, as you guys probably saw on your homework as well, is your red blood cells look very, very different, and they're different than your animal plant cells, because as we look inside, there's nothing there. They do not contain any organelles or a nucleus, because they transport gases throughout the body. It is very, very important for us for survival. This right here is your cell membrane or plasma membrane. Either one will work. Your word bank will contain cell membrane. This right here is your mitochondria, where the M's at. As you see the folds of the cristae there. And that's used in energy production. And then we have the nucleus to the left. Again, another Golgi apparatus here. This right here is your rough ER. But that picture I wouldn't worry about too much. This is a better picture of your mitochondria here. We see the DNA, the mitochondrial DNA here. Again, the C is pointing at the folds of the cristae, while up here at the top is your rough ER. And we have ribosomes inside of the membrane at this point. These are your ribosomes. Remember, ribosomes are for synthesizing proteins or to make proteins, the same thing. Those are really, really good because your RefER is able to help make proteins by folding them and these synthesized proteins. Well, this is your nucleus. This whole thing here is your nucleus. That's probably the best picture of a nucleus that we have for our class as of today. So that would be something that I would know. Then we have our cytoskeleton here. All this is your cytoskeleton. Remember, that allows organelles to move through the cell, as well as maintain structure of the cell. This is the cilia. As you see here, there's short little hair-like structures, like this would be the hair root. This is the outside of the cell here. And these allow things for locomotion, but also allow things to move across the cell as well. So cilia is a great picture. Alright, and so now what we're going to do is I'm going to go through these one more time for you of your worksheet. So this is your neuron. As you can see, it's the cell type and the function, how it's different than the plant animal cell. As you see, as we talked about, there's a lot of smooth ER here comparatively to other cells because of that lipid and hormone production. This is another picture of the skeletal muscle or muscle cell. Its function is, again, to move the organism. And how is it different? It's going to contain more mitochondria due to the amount of energy required for movement. This is just another picture of the red blood cell or the erythrocyte. Its function to transport gases throughout the body, and it's different by not having any organelles or nucleus inside. And then the plant animal cell, make sure you are able to label this because who knows, we might throw a picture on here for you. So just be mindful of this picture as well, knowing which one's a plant and which one's an animal. And I hope this helps you, and I will see you guys tomorrow.